Okay, let's talk about choosing a university. You know that feeling, right? It's like you're searching for a needle in a massive, overwhelming haystack. But what if I told you the key isn't to search harder, but to search smarter? Today, we're going to break down one student's journey that pretty much turns all that conventional wisdom on its head.
I mean, where do you even start? It's a question that can feel kind of paralyzing, can it? You're just buried in rankings, shiny brochures, endless virtual tours. It's a total fire hose of information. But here's the thing. The secret isn't about trying to look at everything. Nope. It's about knowing exactly what you're looking for right from the get-go. All right, so let's get into our case study. The student at the heart of this story, they started in the exact same place as pretty much everyone else, totally overwhelmed. But they came up with a plan that was, well, it was refreshingly simple and, as you're about to see, incredibly effective. So with this focused approach, how many schools do you think they actually applied to? 20? Maybe 10? Nope. Just look at this. 3. That's it. Just 3. This wasn't someone just, hedging their bets and hoping for the best. This was a calculated, absolutely laser-focused search. So the big question is, how on earth do you go from hundreds, maybe even thousands of options, all the way down to just 3? Well, it all starts with a crystal clear strategy. See, the goal wasn't just to find a good university. It was to find the right one for their very specific ambitions. And here they are. These were the 4 non-negotiables that guided their entire search. First up, they needed a strong computer science program. But they didn't stop there. They drilled down even further into a specific focus, cybersecurity. Next, they looked for actual proof of a great learning environment. Things you can actually measure, like top-notch institutional resources and faculty who are actually supportive and accessible. These 4 things, they were the pillars for every single decision. So when you have a strategy this clear and a short list of just 3 schools, the whole application process suddenly becomes way more manageable, right? So let's see how this super focused approach actually paid off. And boom, here's the result, an acceptance from Wilkes University. Now, don't get me wrong, all 3 schools they applied to were really strong contenders. But Wilkes had a kind of secret ingredient that pushed it right to the top of the list. So, what was it? What was this secret ingredient that made Wilkes stand out from the other, also excellent programs? Well, the answer reveals a ton about what truly matters when you're picking a place to study. And honestly, this quote from the student really says it all. The big deciding factor, it came down to its focus on practical applications. It wasn't about just memorizing theory from a textbook. It was all about the promise of actually translating that knowledge into real-world skills. So let's break that down for a second. What does practical application even mean? Think of it like this. It's the bridge between knowing something and actually doing something with it. And in a field like cybersecurity, well, that's everything. It's the difference between just reading about a network breach and actually learning how to defend against one in real time. Okay, so this is more than just a good story, right? It's basically a powerful roadmap. So let's break down how you can turn these lessons into a real strategy for your own university search. And here's maybe the most important takeaway of all. The journey of searching is what helps you figure out your goals. It's a bit of a light bulb moment. By asking all those tough questions, our student discovered what they were truly looking for. So in a way, the search process itself is really the first part of your education. So let's boil all this down into a simple 3-step guide you can use. All right, step 1, define your specific field. Don't just say computer science. Get way more specific, just like our student did with cybersecurity. That laser focus is what helps you cut through all the noise right away. Okay, step 2, research the program resources. And this means you got to look past the glossy brochure. Really dig in. What kind of tech are students actually using in their labs? Look up the professors. What are they publishing? Do they have real industry connections? Can you find examples of student projects online? And finally, step 3, prioritize your experience. You have to decide what kind of learner you are. Do you thrive on hands-on projects and getting your hands dirty with internships? Or are you more driven by deep theory and research? Knowing this, it changes everything. It helps you ask the right questions when you're doing campus visits or sitting in on those info sessions. And that really leaves us with this final question, doesn't it? This student's story shows the incredible power of focus. It proves that finding the right university isn't about a shotgun approach of applying everywhere. It's about deeply, truly understanding what you need to succeed. So, take a minute and think about it. What is the right